All right, today we're going to take a look at the LotSize Calculator. You are going to want to master this. You can think of this as your safety net. This is the first thing you want to master while you're on a free trial account or a demo account. Before you pay for a prop firm or put money in a live account, you are definitely going to want to know how to use this LotSize calculator. It's going to save your account. So we're going to get into the settings. To get to the settings after it's already installed, there's a couple ways to do this. You could right click on the screen and go to indicators list and just left click on it, or you can just hit Control I. This is the one we want to edit. So I'm going to double click and here's all my settings. I'm not going to get into every single setting because I'm just going to try and keep this as simple as possible and just show you the settings that you're going to need to be able to use this. So we're going to be able to scroll all the way down to the bottom here. This is the first one that we're going to look at, your risk percentage. You want to change the default, otherwise it's going to default to 0.5, which is 0.5%, which could be quite a bit. Everybody has a different risk tolerance, so you're going to need to find your risk tolerance. The only way to do that is to test different risk settings. I would start at 0.15 and see how comfortable you are. If you're like, yeah, I could use a higher risk, then go to 0.2 and then 0.25. On a free trial account, of course, and you'll find out what you're comfortable with. I'm just going to put 0.2 here to start because I'm comfortable with 0.2 on a prop firm. You can change these colors. This one defaults at green. I've already changed this one to lime. For me, that's my take profit line. My stop loss price line is red. I'm going to leave it. The other thing you're going to want to look at is the default here is 20. I'll show you what happens at 20. This is automatic, and this default is 8. So this is what it looks like with the defaults. Let's take a look. I'm going to close this. See how it's way back here? So we're going to want to move it down here. And I'm going to make the font bigger so that I can read it. So all I do is go Control I, double click on Position Size Calculator, scroll down. So this is the horizontal spacing. That makes it go left and right. The vertical spacing makes it go up and down. We want it down, so we want this number higher. I know that for me, it's going to be 80. For you, it might be 100. It might be 120. 80 is going to work really well. Watch this. It's going to move down right underneath there. Perfect. So I'm going to click on it again. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make the font larger. I'm going to make mine 12. Instead of automatic, I'm going to make this large. So it made this a lot bigger. And now the font is going to be bigger as well. There we go. Now I can read it easily. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to use the LotSize calculator. Again, this is so important. You're going to want to master this before you start using real money. I'm just going to go through the settings that you're going to need to know to be able to use this. When you get into a trade, this is gold USD. Let's say we're going to get into a buy. That's the first thing you're going to want to figure out. Are you going to get into a buy or a sell? If you're going to get into a sell, just click it. But we're going to get in a buy, so you can just leave it alone. And we're going to click stop loss price, SL price. Then this line comes up. This is where you're going to potentially put your stop loss. I need to be able to edit this line. There needs to be a dot at the end, so I'm just going to double click it. See the dot? That means I can move it. So I'm going to move it down. I'm going to put my stop loss here. This is where I'm going to want my stop loss. Based on where I put my stop loss and how far it is from the price and my risk, here's my risk, the calculator recommends a lot size. That's going to be my recommended lot size. So based on a $50,000 account, a fifth of 1% is $100. My recommended lot size is 0.52. Now, no matter what the lot size is, whether it's 0.52 or 0.48, my risk is going to be the same. I'm still risking $100. So I'm going to put 0.52 in here, and I'm going to click on buy. I'm going to click on buy twice so I can show you two examples. The next thing I want to do is actually put my stop loss in here. See how that's 0? This is my trade here, and I got 0 for stop loss. So I'm going to go copy the stop loss price. So this price is where this line is at. If I'm going to click on it once, I'm going to copy it. You can either do Control C or right click and copy. And then I'm going to double click in the 0 under stop loss, and a box is going to come up. Right where it says stop loss, I'm going to paste in that value and click on this bar. It's blue if it's a buy, and it's red or pink if it's a sell. I'm going to click on that, and there's my stop loss. The next thing I want to do is just verify that I did it right. So it should be about $100. It won't be exact, but I'm going to just scroll over here, and that's the line. It says 99.32, so that's close enough to $100. I know that I did it right. Now I'm going to put it in my second one. I'm going to double click. I'm going to paste it in here. Click on modify. There we go. Our stop losses are set. And if I want, I can close the calculator. There's my stop losses. I can leave them there. I can move them. But now I'm protected. And that's it. Go have fun practicing with your lot size calculator, and we'll see you on the live calls.